Hello, ladies and germs. This is Mission Incredible. We're about ready to play some single solo survival match on. I wonder what game this is. Anybody have any ideas? Oh, it's HomeFront the Revolution. We're actually going to go ahead and play some of this HomeFront Revolution tonight. Give you a general idea of how this game is. I went on to Steam prior to the Steam sale, and it actually had this game on sale as a bundle with HomeFront, I guess, in one. Now HomeFront the Revolution. And I had all the DLCs, and it had the skin packs, the gun packs, the gorilla packs, all the weird stuff that you can buy with this game. And it all had that combination for $18 in a bundle. And like Steam always is, it only allows you to buy one. And I was like, bummer, man. I wanted to buy like 8 of them. But it was $18, and I gave it a shot, and I actually like this game. It's not a bad game in general. And if I can find another MI Mission Incredible Group member who seems to be really, really picky on games, he goes like, you know what? This kind of reminds me of Half-Life in a way. And he goes, it's a winner. It's definitely a winner. And I said, okay. I'm glad to know that, because he's the pickiest guy I know within the group that does like to play games. And there's one other one that I haven't given this game to. But for the most part, it's a basic, very, very decent game. Okay, so when you hit enter, you're going to have a resume area up there at the top. And that's the basic storyline of what I'm doing there. It's resuming the HomeFront Revolution. It doesn't tell me how far I've gotten through the story mode, but that would be a nice function if it actually had that little data there. You'd 75% or whatever. The story mode in general is the mission player solo play, if you will. So yeah, solo mission. You'll learn a lot from there. Go through it, because you're going to learn how to use the hack tools. You're going to learn how to do different things. It doesn't give you a lot of information, but for example, you've got a phone in your hand and you approach the thing on the wall, which you'll see sooner or later, and you hit your use key. And when you go to use these things, it doesn't say much. It says use your mouse, but it doesn't say how to use your mouse, what you got to do with your mouse. Basically, it's using your left hand mouse key and hitting a certain pitch and having this line go from point A to point B. And then on the left hand side, you have to do that, and you have to use your right hand side. So basically using both of your mouse keys. And you got to do this within 10 seconds. You don't have a lot of time, but once they connect, the hack is really, really quick. So you only need like a couple seconds. I don't even think you need a second for some of them to go that far. That's one little tool. Another thing you have to look for are these rabbit ear type things. And the rabbit ears are kind of weird. They're red. They're kind of long and tall. Like I said, they look way bigger than the antenna that's on that radio. And they're red. You can actually see them on, let's see, you can see them on walls that protect different things, on doors. You can also see them very clearly on forklifts. You'll see a forklift with these two rabbit ears. You're like, what the hell is that? And you throw one of the hack tools, or like a flash almost, or a blind, and it will actually show you. It'll perform a function. There's safe houses that you can take over. Your mission is to take over safe houses and complete different mission tasks. It's also about flashpoints. Flashpoints erupt, and they'll be, hey, we got 25 people trapped in here by a bunch of heavy vehicles, heavies, which are almost like juggernauts. And then they have people surrounded in the building, and you're able to go out there and help them get out of that building. They'll shoot and help you out as best they can. And so your object is to go in there and get points for doing that. You actually have these points or tokens, and you also have cash. You can carry consumables around, and you can do it that way, and you'll also get money at the end of specific missions or tasks that you complete. So the story mode is pretty decent. You can transform some of your weapons from like I don't know, like a pistol to an SMG, or a crossbow from a mediocre flailing piece of stuff to a badass crossbow to a flamethrower. And then you can actually upgrade your SMGs, not your SMGs, your assault rifles up higher into LMGs, and you can do all kinds of weird stuff. There's even, I think, a rocket launcher. You can do that too as well. I'm not sure if you can use that rocket launcher to throw VW bus size rockets, but sometimes you definitely need those. It's more of a hit and run type thing. It's not necessarily truly a MW3 style game. It's not any type of game I've actually experienced where you have to, run to live another day. It's a very, very complex game, and I'm waiting to see if this. Nope, there's a trailer that's supposed to kick in, and I'm kind of waiting for that trailer to kick in, but it doesn't want to right now. Let's see. So yeah, the story mode, like I said, basically do the missions, do some of the flashpoints, recover as many of the safe houses as you can, turn on as many radios as you can, and there are big different functions you have to perform to try to get at least your zones, the different zones in the city, to get above 100% or at 100%. Once they're at 100%, they're truly involved in the revolution, and it will assist you as best they can. The resistance mode of the house, really haven't delved into a lot because I'm waiting for these other guys to get through, the story mode to basically get educated on resistance mode and what they can actually do to use a 4-person co-op. Let's see if this trailer is going to start. No. Bummer. Okay, so the resistance mode, again, 4-player, co-op survival type thing. It's got all the DLCs. If you have the DLCs, you can play the DLCs on either easy, normal, or hard. And you can go in there as a team of 4 and tear up this revolution. I've asked the developers, I said, hey, look, this would be kind of neat if you had like a round robin of all these DLCs. And the DLCs you could actually have go wave-based. You choose your difficulty at the very beginning, so it's either easy, normal, or hard, and then you can actually just run in circles and see how many times you can complete all the different DLCs, one after another, with each one getting a little bit difficult after, the first time. So you go through, it could be on a scale of 1 the first time you go through, the next time you go through scale 2, then scale 3, and then so forth. It would make the game a lot more challenging, even if they wanted to do a wave-based thing where you have a trader out there somewhere. You finish the wave, you have so much time to run out there, and after everybody's readied up, they can basically just go ahead and hit go, and the next wave would start with a default timer maybe sitting there somewhere. But the resistance mode I'll get into, and I'll show some storyline. This trailer obviously is not going to be happening, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. I'll put the trailer for the KPA history after this video, and then after that I'll put a little bit of 10 minutes or so of actual graphics and gunfire gameplay within HomeFront the Revolution. So without further ado, this is Mission Incredible. I'm going to sign off for the Mission Incredible group. Look out for blue tarps in this game, and look out for blue spray paint. It's a trailer, finally.
Even back then, their tech was way ahead of what was coming out of America. We bought everything they could sell, from phones to tablets to just about anything. And when they started making weapons, well, we couldn't resist. Our wars in the Middle East had been getting worse and worse, one leading straight to the next. Even after that terrible day in Riyadh, we kept fighting as our country fell apart. And still, we bought Apex to give us an edge. As the dollar tanked, our debt to North Korea spiraled. Unemployment rocketed, and the country was on its knees. The failing government defaulted on their debt, and the North Koreans made their decision. Every piece of technology they'd sold us had a back door. They turned off our military with a single button press. The first KPA troops on U.S. soil were sent to be there to rebuild. But after the early aid packages, there was only brutality. They stole our liberty and our freedom. America is under control of the KPA. She will rise again. You are the revolution.
Ethan, it's Dana. Head for the prison wall. The prisoners probably use a tunnel to escape, so see if you can find where it comes out.
들어오는 차량 검사팀을 준비시켜라.
The Resistance used to run a radio broadcast center in a building near your location. Restoring that could go a long way in the fight to win over the people of Philadelphia. We need to get our message to them. Great work, Brady. We'll have the old radio system up and running soon, broadcasting our message to the people so they know they're not alone. So they know they're fighting for their freedom. That apartment building houses the KPA transceiver for Old Town. If you can hack the system, we will be able to monitor KPA activity across the entire zone. Shit, airship's coming in. You gotta go. J. Harris Clinic.
Free! Don't start our stash. We can't hold it. Help us!
Sweep the zone. establish a resistance presence there again.
Great work, Brady. Take everything you can carry from the stash and get going.
들어오는 차량 검사팀을 준비시켜라.